Alright guys, this is a look at the tank where the water collects after filtering through these 5 stages of filtration over here. You have 3 stages down here, 1, 2, 3, and then you have 2 up top. So this is an up close and personal look at the water filter underneath my sink. This is an apartment with a very small sink, and so it's very impressive to me that this whole setup is so compact that it fits quite well under here. Now that you've gotten an up close and personal look at the water filtration system underneath my sink, I want to talk a little bit about why you might want a water filtration system at all. We all know that unfortunately you can't just go drink out of a puddle. Why? Because there's disgusting things in the water. And unfortunately that is true even with most municipal water systems. They filter out a lot, but it might only be 90% purity on any given scale. So what exactly is in water? Anytime someone flushes their prescription down the toilet or puts anything in the water system that eventually goes to the sewers, there are traces of that end up in our water. Basically, you don't want to be drinking tap water. Now that we know we should have a water filtration system, the next question is, what sort of system should we have? I've looked into this question quite a bit to figure out what sort of water I want to personally be drinking every day. And it seems like most of the life hackers and the biohackers and the very educated people out there think that reverse osmosis is the way to go. A couple of examples of life hackers who support reverse osmosis water are the infinitely knowledgeable Dr. Jack Kruse and also Ben Greenfield. And I think I've heard Dave Asprey endorse reverse osmosis water, but don't quote me on that. Once I figured out that these guys were into reverse osmosis water, I decided to look into it further. A primary concern I discovered about reverse osmosis water filtration systems is that they filter out both the good and the bad. So they filter out some of the natural minerals like calcium and magnesium that exist in spring water or other natural sources of water. And this is a totally legitimate concern. The reality is that reverse osmosis water filtration systems do filter out everything. They can't selectively filter the bad and leave the good. But I've also discovered that water isn't the best place to get these minerals anyway. Sure, natural water sources contain trace amounts of calcium and magnesium, but the human body needs significantly more than what can be found in even the most pure and natural sources of water. So in my opinion, the best way to get these minerals isn't from water at all, but actually through a great multivitamin. I've actually created another video product review of an awesome multivitamin that can provide these minerals that you might be missing from water very well, and it really covers your nutritional bases well. So check out the video. Another concern people have about reverse osmosis water filtration systems is that they might not filter out everything bad. And this is a reality of any filtration system. Unless you're having your water created in a lab that is literally just 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen, there's going to be something else in it. And oftentimes there's going to be something impure in it. However, reverse osmosis water filtration systems filter incredibly well, especially this one behind me. This system actually has 5 stages of filtration. These 5 stages of filtration are incredibly effective in removing most of the contaminants in water. One downside to reverse osmosis water filtration is that it typically isn't very green. In fact, this system produces 3 gallons of wastewater for every 1 gallon of pure water. And that's not something I'm really excited about. However, if you take a look at your water bill, unless you're using a lot of water at the sink, your water bill shouldn't have escalated that much. In fact, I haven't noticed any significant change in my water bill expense. The Apec ROES 50 will run you about $200 on Amazon, but this is a $200 well spent. As I've mentioned in some of my other videos, expenses like these are investments in your health. And if you really break it down, a glass of reverse osmosis water is significantly cheaper than buying water at the grocery store. There's also limited upkeep for this unit. You have to buy new filters every 6 to 12 months, and the filters are very easy to change. Other than that, there's nothing you really need to do. Many people are concerned about installing this system. I'll admit, I was one of those people. I'm not very handy. But after a few hours, we had this thing installed and ready to go. The last thing I'll mention about this water filtration system is that the water tastes delicious. You might think I'm biased or that somehow I know it tastes good because I installed it, but I can definitely tell the difference. In fact, I've had people come over to my apartment and I've served them this water, and they ask me what sort of water is it and where can they get it. This water is delicious, and I know you guys will love it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this review, subscribe to my channel and let me know what else you want me to review in the comments.